Hi everyone, my name is Nadine, and I am part of Hokie Fam. Today I'm going to have the pleasure of sharing how God has been continuously working in my life. My snapshot is one of faith, resilience, and learning to trust God's plan, even when it didn't align with my own expectations. Growing up in the Netherlands, I experienced the weight of people's expectations from a young age. In the Dutch education system, students are placed into different academic levels based on their perceived intelligence. After sixth grade, they sent them to different schools accordingly. Unfortunately, due to being severely sick in third grade and my teachers who didn't believe in me, I was placed in level 3, an academic track for students expected to enter the workforce after 10th grade. After entering level 3, I faced rejection from my peers and teachers because I cared about my grades, which was deemed uncool. This led to severe bullying and outcasting. My teachers even blamed me for not fitting in. I was forced to go to therapy, but after 3 sessions, the therapist sent me away because there was nothing wrong with me. During this time, even church wasn't a refuge. There, too, I felt like an outsider. Despite all this, God never gave up on me, even when I didn't realize He was with me. Determined to prove myself, I set a goal to move up to level 3, something that everyone told me was impossible. But by God's grace, I did it. Even if one of my grades would have been lower, I would have not been stuck in level 3 for another year. The following year, I advanced to level 1, a transition that was unheard of at the time. Yet, despite these achievements, my journey of rejection was far from over. When my family moved to the United States, I struggled with the transition. Before starting school, I had to take various placement tests, including the TOEFL. The TOEFL is an English placement test. I believed that private school was the only path to a good college, but I wasn't accepted due to my low English score, but my brother was accepted. But instead of going our separate ways, my brother stuck with me, and we both attended public school. Looking back, this rejection was a blessing. In public school, I thrived. My brother was also much happier there, and he would have had to repeat a year in private school. My mom always says that failing that test was the best thing that could have happened to both of us. While I rather would have not failed that test, I now see the truth in her words. The first thing that we did when we arrived to America was go to church. We landed on Friday with no permanent place to live, and with just 4 suitcases. Yet by Sunday, we were in a new church. Let me flip this page. Okay. But my struggles with the church communities followed me. When I tried to join a youth group, I was immediately told that the group was so close-knit that I would never fit in. So I stopped trying. I still went to church every Sunday with my parents, and during those first difficult weeks in America, God's presence was undeniable. Even though I was rejected by yet another community, I knew He was with me. That experience made me hesitant to join a church group at NLCF, but I'm glad I gave it a chance. When it came time to apply to colleges, I received multiple acceptances, including Virginia Tech, of course, where I'm at today. But rejection remained a theme throughout my journey. More recently, I was turned down by MIT, Stanford, and Outstanding Senior Award, which I believed I deserved, and I specifically prayed for these opportunities. So it was hard to accept that they weren't meant for me. But in hindsight, I see that God was protecting me from paths that might have led to undue pressure or taken away from where I was truly meant to be. I have learned that these rejections are not. I've learned to see rejection not as failure, but as a signpost from God, redirecting me towards His plans. Rejection is painful and discouraging. It can make us question our worth, our ability, and even our faith. But what I've learned from God is that God is always with us, even in those moments of hurt. He sees the full picture when we only see a fragment. Every rejection I've faced, from my placement test in level 3 to my failed TOEFL test to the college rejections, has shaped me who I am today. And for that, I thank God, because through it all, He's never left my side. God has never rejected me. He sees what He has made, and He thinks I'm enough. So if you're facing rejection today, I encourage you to trust God is still working, even when we don't understand. He's guiding us towards something better. Thank you for letting me share my snapshot.